welcome to the next episode of the Round Table, location P being Maximum Styles, darling. I am Dezry Kay already, and I am never alone, as you know already. I am in studio with the main man, Pepsin Mkhanyakude.
Hello there. Yes, the only king that matters right now.
The only sugar, apparently.
Sugar for the girls, them honey for the ladies. Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? So today is quite a unique episode. Call it a profiling for one of our hosts. And as I am fully introducing her, it's me, myself, and I.
Woo! Guys, the producer, you must get us that thing, man. You know that.
Yeah,
You know,
to make the noise.
Yeah, the horns. You know, because we can't be, just drumming on tables here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the producers found it vital that our viewers find out who they actually communicating with or interacting with on a weekly basis. So today it's about your Mrs. Bold South Africa. As you can see, I'm wearing the sash.
It's been coming. I've been waiting for this because, I also think that I've been wanting to know about you, and, with the urge that I have, I think the viewers also are on the same page with me.
Yeah.
This beautiful looking lady, there's, you know that you're gorgeous, eh?
He's showing me live on the round table. Can you guys witness that?
You always look good.
Thank you
how does it happen?
It's just about growing up and realizing that your personal hygiene is important.
Yeah.
And when I talk about hygiene, I don't only mean to wash up and look clean. I mean your whole entire space and existence. I mean mental and physical hygiene, where you know for a fact that the circles that you enter and the people that you surround yourself with add value in your life and brings you positive change. And that reflects on the outside as well. That is why I look so gorgeous and pure.
Listen to her. She's trying to be sleek and all. Like, Dezry, I'm asking you, how come you look so good? Like, you're always pretty. Now she wants to look all, explain something that, sounding all slicky and wow.
But have you realized it makes you beautiful? Start being around people who just don't like you, who are jealous of you, people who have so much of negativity towards you, and see how you're going to look. Even the way
you always stand out.
You know what I'm saying?
I know that. Someone also asked me, once that how come when I get into a space, everyone is happy for me. Everyone wants to greet me. Everyone wants to come and give me a handshake or a hug or something, and I'm always bubbly.
Yeah.
And so my answer was exactly that when you come into a space, make sure that your spirit, your energies are pure.
Exactly.
And it will just give back. It will just give back, and you will look like you are standing out. You
just sparkle, you just shine.
Yeah, it's easy, and I think it's actually safer that way. Like,
it is safer that
shine and share your shine with everyone else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Make sure that you leave people better than you found them, and that is just how you get to sparkle as a person.
But I'm sure also the viewers would like to know who Dezry is. Like, who are you? Like in just a nutshell.
Darling, I like to say I'm a media personality, an entrepreneur, an ambassador for Yobuningi business-to-business company, networking company, and a host for Maximum Style, of course, as you already know is evident, and then an ambassador for Warriors with a Purpose, amongst all. So when I say... When I say I'm a media personality, it incorporates a whole lot of media experience and where I have started my career and the journey that I've walked. So
you sound very expensive, man. It's either you are expensive or you are just, a big deal. You sound really busy and, very committed. I can even hear from the passion that you speaking of yourself, there's a lot of passion in it, and I sense a lot of love as well. And you just love what you're doing. You just love who you are and the space that you are in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to say you're absolutely right, because all of those things are true. The passion, if you have noticed as a media personality yourself, you know that being involved in your career takes a lot of time in your life. So you don't really have time and space for anything else. Basically, most of the artists are hermits, if I may say. But some of them would worry about that, where it takes them, and conform, or should I say, succumb to club life, because you really don't have time for anything else. And there is no time for play, there's no time for relaxation, there's no time for anything. Because if you are doing what you love, which is a media career, for example, music, you find that it doesn't feel like work. It feels like a lifestyle.
I love that because, actually when you do what you love, you don't feel like you are working.
Exactly.
You feel like you are every day having fun, and you are loving every moment of it.
And it sucks you in. So there's no time for anything else.
Yeah.
Like as I sit here, I'm glowing and I'm happy and all of that. But the fact is, the life I've chosen has left me friendless, has left me with a couple of relative enemies who think...
Are you saying you don't have friends at all?
No, I don't. Have you seen me with a friend before?
I thought I was your friend.
You? You're not a special person.
When I Joe. I thought you were my friend. It's fine though, like...
No,
she's denying me.
Friends do horrible things to each other.
She's denying me. It's fine, Dezry. I thought I was your friend.
You have a special place in my heart, but you are a lot more than a friend. I've known you for over a decade now. And how you have been present in my life is quite different from what friends do. Hey, I've had experiences of friendships and all of it.
But am I a bad friend? I'm not. Ne?
You're not a friend at all.
I'm not.
Stay out of that channel.
I'm not.
You're not. If you happen to be my friend, I'm telling you, we will be in such a toxic place. It will be about, this is what our friendship is about. We're gonna make songs together. We're gonna do this together. And the moment Dezry gets a deal somewhere overseas, as a friend, you basically feel abandoned. You basically feel like I should be with you there, and I'm leaving you behind. And friendships, right?
Don't start with that.
And the next thing is we're gonna be enemies.
Listen, don't start with that. Wabanamu, that's another corner that I don't even want to tap into, because what you are saying, it is so true that friends actually do go out of their ways to do horrible things to each other.
Yes.
And you start wondering to yourself, but I thought we were friends.
Exactly.
You then start losing the whole concept or explanation, or just the whole meaning of what friendship is or what a friend is.
Exactly.
Because of the things that you'd be doing to each other. Today you are nice, tomorrow someone comes in and then whispers in your ear, inflate your head, and then the next thing you just drop me like that, and then you're gone, you disappeared. You're just now flying with the ones that you're flying with at the time.
Yeah, friends don't want you to grow, especially friends feel like a twin to you, you understand? And I'm not saying all of them. Some people are very lucky to have friends who are genuine, and it turns into a family member, like it's a brother, it's a sister from another mother type of situation. But general friendships are never really a good idea, especially when
it's
you
amazing
grow up.
because I'm also trying to think, do I actually have friends?
No.
No.
You don't.
I actually don't have friends.
And I'm not even going to claim to be one.
No, I actually don't have friends.
No, you don't. And
But listen, I used to have a lot of friends.
I know.
I used to have like a lot of friends. Like I tell you, my home was no longer my home.
Exactly.
My home was our home, because every day, literally every single day, there would be people in my yard. And we would be drinking, we would be smoking, and we would be, in the name of, friendship and, the things that friends like to do. We are not progressing, because we wake up today, we do the same thing that we did yesterday. That, that didn't bring any progress.
Yeah.
And in my case, it was studio. After studio is alcohol. After alcohol, it's cigarettes, it's petrol, it's food, it's this. But we are not going towards a direction where we are going to, progress in some way.
No. And you have to, there's always that unfortunate friend in a friendship, right? That I've always been. Yeah. And I think you have been too. It's just what I think. I've got no evidence. But from my distance, the friend who always invests, who have material stuff to entertain and everything, is always the one that falls back. Because as soon as something happens, remember, you're not actually progressing when you do that. When you're investing in your friends, when you're putting money in, putting resources in, keeping them entertained and everything, it's just basically putting in. There's nothing coming out because they do nothing that
Absolutely
they
nothing.
don't match your effort. They don't contribute anything to help you grow. They basically just take. And as soon as you run out of resources, they scatter around. And in most cases, I always say that God has trusted me with everything I need and everything they need. And he gives it to me because he knows I'm going to share with them.
That's actually how we convince ourselves or how we console ourselves.
Yeah.
Like I always say, God blesses me so that I can bless others.
Yes.
And blessing them doesn't mean that they have to stay with me. It means they have to be with me for that time of blessing. And after that, they have to move. Or we have to move because they were not there to stay for longer. Because now if they stay for longer, it means that it's either I am going to lose out on blessing others or receiving other blessings, or they are going to lose out on receiving more blessings, in their journeys of life, you know. So man, a friendship is tough.
But as you grow up, you realize that literally you don't need friends. You just need people to build something with. Yeah. And if people are willing to match your effort, they're welcome in your life and they become your family, your chosen family.
I've come to accept that.
Yeah. And that's where I am. So going back to I don't have friends. Now you know.
Sorry, that's one and a high five.
Yeah.
I thought today you decided to be a sangoma, a prophet, you came here to actually, prophesy on me and then just, throw some prophecies and sharp.
Yeah, but we're talking about me and my skills and stuff. Some of them I don't have to mention. I must just,
Yeah, but also I realized that you are also somehow a very spiritual person.
Yes, I am.
I came to actually learn that about you. You are actually very deep. You take care of your spiritual needs. You take care of your emotional, needs as well. And physically, you are just, almost like a guru.
I embody everything.
You are stretching, yeah, Jens. Salola mbona stretch mtu. Like she goes, like what stretch? Those. And then she says, this is how I relax my. What do you say? That's how you relax your muscles and your.
That's how I balance my chakras. So I do it.
And then she talks about chakras.
Yeah, I do it in the form of yoga, meditation, lifestyle. You know me. If I'm gonna be performing in a club, basically maximum an hour and I'm out. You know why? Because I have so much to do. And I'll tell you what. I have to put lemon and flowers in a bath and sit in there for an hour to rejuvenate myself. And
that's after or before? Before you go to the club or after?
That's after, because you have to wash off everybody's energy. They come along, right? But I try to get nature involved in my cleansing. And that is like a fun way of living because it also has some health benefits like immune system boosting and blood flow relief, and then it unlocks my mind. Obviously, when you're performing, you get anxiety. If you're me,
No, it's true.
Although you look like you've got it all put together,
it's true.
Get an anxiety, and then you've got intimidation. All of these people going before you, and you're like, "Oh my God, can I match that?" But at the end of the day,
and especially when you know that there are people in the crowd that are waiting for you.
Yes.
Some of them are waiting for you to flop.
Yes.
Some of them are waiting for you to just do extraordinarily good,
Yes.
But you are more worried about I get more worried about the people that are actually looking forward to my performance in a positive way. Those are the people I actually panic for, because I just ask myself, if I if I flop here, what a disappointment am I going to be to them?
It's like you didn't serve what.
Yeah. So I would actually cleanse before I go for stage performances. That's what I do. I really in my space. We call it Ndumba Kamom Samo.
Yeah.
And then I cleanse. I just cleanse off all the energies.
That's why you glow when you go on stage.
I glow when I go on stage. Nah, listen here. Even if it's just with salt.
Yeah.
I soak myself in my bathroom. I stay there for like 30 minutes, just meditating, or I take some herbs.
Yeah.
And then I just boil them, and then gadula in there and food. And then also it is important for me when I come back, because I went there clean. I went there cleansed, and when I get there are energies that you cannot
that you carry with
that you cannot avoid.
Yeah.
And then when you come back, you don't want to stay with those energies.
Yeah, so you wash off.
Yeah, so I still wash off.
Okay, so how I do it is that I cleanse with smoke, right?
Yeah.
I light my lamp, my incenses, and all of that when I go before I shower. So I won't say I'm doing like a thorough cleansing with water or anything like that, but I just kind of purify my energy in some form of fire and smoke. And then when I come back, that's when I get nature involved in my grounding, my meditation again, to meditate myself out of whatever toxins that I have picked up. Because you never really know who likes you and who doesn't. And you hug a lot of people when you get there.
Hey, Joe.
And that's actually
especially about Pepsin.
Opening your heart chakra to somebody and pressing them against you. If I do that to you, you must know I love you and I trust you. Okay.
And you are lucky because you are not like you are not as outgoing as some of us. Like I am a very outgoing person, so I hug, I hold hands, and it's always my face, But I've realized you actually go into a space, you look for your corner. And that's where you want to sit, which is safe. Which is safe because also in that you are also reserving your voice, so that when you jump on stage for your talk or for your performance or whatever performance it is, you still have your voice intact.
Yeah, and you also know my voice is not as powerful as yours, right? So I gotta save it.
You're an inspiration, man. And let's talk about you've got so many titles. Dezry.
I do. Which one you want to start with?
The ambassador.
Ambassador of what?
Dezry, I want you to tell people who you are. We're starting from all your titles.
Yes.
You have so many titles that I think you are the only best person that can give a proper introduction of who you are and what you want people to remember you as when you leave this table, because it is imperatively important. If I do the introduction, I'm gonna fail, and I'm going to lose on some information.
You know me for almost two decades. Are you aware?
Yeah. Yes.
So if anyone can talk about me,
that is why we are friends like that. The thing is with you, how the way I love you is because we've been knowing each other for more than a decade, and we've been friends, and we've been, especially from my side, we've been calling on favors from each other.
Yeah.
And we never say no to each other.
No.
I don't remember a day where I called you, Dezry, can you please do 1, 2, and 3 for me as a favor? And you say no. You never say no. And you always have the things that I would ask from you in the last minutes. Like, Hakere, can we dress in red? You always have, you would not go like, you won't go like, no, I have to go to small street and, buy this. And then how much do you have? Do you have petrol? I don't have petrol money. You always show up. That's how best of friends we've been throughout the years, and
Yes.
that's why I appreciate you personally. I really appreciate you.
Exactly, because I'm being the kind of friend I want to have. You understand? I've never had a friend like me, so I make sure that when I've chosen you, I will be the friend that I want to have. And you've been as well. So I'm not going to take the credit and just sit there. You've motivated me to become that kind of friend to you. And I appreciate that. So it makes me a better person. So being an ambassador, let's start with... I'll say I'm a former ambassador for Love to Live because it has started every single thing that is going on in my life now.
Okay, before you go deep in that, I just want to know what is an ambassador?
Okay.
And then I'll ask you the second question, because here I think we are going to be talking to very young people as well.
Yeah.
So I want you to just explain, what is it? What is an ambassador?
Yeah. So an ambassador in my wording will be somebody who represents a brand beyond its production. You understand? So I have to represent particular brands and their mission through my personality, through my appearances, and through my way of life. And so being an ambassador means that you are basically a representative of a particular brand, regardless of what they're selling.
And what are the benefits? Like, why do you have to give a representation of a brand? Like, what are the benefits for you and for the brand that you will be representing?
So the brand would first have to look at you and see how you align with their brand. And I am somebody who's professional. You don't hear a lot of scandals about me. And then... let's see. So another thing is I've got my business. I'm an entrepreneur. I portray a very elegant personality, a caring community member, and somebody who always contributes in the development of the youth and social developments in this country in my own way. And so most of the brands that involves me in their businesses are aligned with what I am already am.
So what are they hoping to benefit from you? You representing them?
Yes. So they also look at numbers. If you have a particular qualifying personality, do you have a lot of people following that about you? And it's about a selling personality, basically. You could be a person who's always in clubs and followed by club lovers and people who drink alcohol and everything. Alcohol company will be like, this is our person. We know if he drinks this, all of these people following him to those clubs are going to love to drink that.
Also, basically, it's about followership.
Yes.
And possibly sales that will come from the followership.
Yes,
and
also
promotion.
And also, one thing, you have to be a lovable brand to the followers of your personality because they know that even if a brand is quiet, Dezry on her own can get more followers, can get more inspired young people who will grow into a future generation, and they're likely to be our client because they love the person representing our brand.
Nice. But then at that point in time, what do you have to benefit as the person that is representing those brand? What are you benefiting from them? Are you getting like free branded clothing, or are you getting money? Are you getting a salary? Are you getting a stipend? Or like, what are you getting as a brand ambassador?
So in most cases, you would decide what you want out of a brand, and it's a discussion that the brand and you would have to say, okay, fine, I will represent your brand. This is my lifestyle, but for me to keep it up and also feature you, these are my requirements. In most cases, brand ambassadors would get like a salary every month to continue doing the marketing online, to talk more about the brand and associate their movement with the brand. And being a brand ambassador means that you're also a reliable, consistent personality, which means that every single time I do something, you will associate me with the brands that I'm connected with. You're either going to see them on my clothing or in my environment, on my background, or just on my hashtags and stuff like that. So they always tagged along in some way. And for me to get there is I must make sure that as a representative, I do not have a burden of expenses to make it happen. If my one of the brands that I work with is having an event or something, I know that I have to be there and my expenses are paid, and they will sponsor all the cost that needs to get me there. So as a brand, you get to be out there in different types of events, gatherings, or networking services where your basically your expenses are paid by.
So in this case, when you just mostly, not just, you mostly do talks.
Yes, I mostly do talks. Mine is very easy, I must say, because I'm a business person, I'm a businesswoman. So being a Yobuningi ambassador gets me more than what my title gets me. You understand? So you know that being in a business means network as much as possible. And it's not easy to do it on your own. Sometimes as a human being, you would shy away from just walking into companies and say, hey, this is who I am, and shake hands and say, this is what I sell. But being an ambassador for Yobuningi means that I get to be in a particular space with all types of companies. And that means I can easily just introduce my services and see who can buy from those circles, and I don't have to be going to them.
So now, at this point in time, how would you sell Yobuningi? How would you sell it, like as an ambassador to, to the viewers there? Like, what would you say about it?
So, Yobuningi is a business-to-business networking company, and if you become a member of Yobuningi, because it takes unlimited number of members, you are likely to have your business advertised, spoken about, and also come across other business owners in our events, because we're hosting events of networking every couple of months. So if you become a member, you're initially invited to these events and you're going to meet different types of entrepreneurs. And I cannot mention from which part of a business or what type of a business, but you'll find variety of businesses involved in there. And so you're likely to just meet your match, or plenty of them. And your business will have associates.
Interesting. I love that.
And the respect you get from meeting at an event is different from when you knock on the door. So it's basically
just a networking opportunity platform.
From different businesses
and areas.
Entertainment, banking, events, services, hospitality, hotels, you name it. People who own those businesses come to these events. And if, for example, you owning a record label, come in there. There's plenty of opportunities you can work with. Say the hotel owners, you can always connect with them and you can do your company launches there, and they can be your partner. They provide venue and you provide the entertainment, and you charge on the door. Both of you walk away with some amount of money.
Nice.
And then you find magazines there, people who own magazines and stuff. You own a record label, so you connect with them. Your artists will always get publicity, and they will always have somebody to write about, stories to put in their magazines, different types of backgrounds, banking, financial services, how to fund these particular events, and how can you basically partner with them and what you could give back. You have plenty artists to do advertising for many businesses. So you could sign that up as a company instead of an individual and say, I have 10 artists. If you become my financial partner, all of them will talk about your business online, and most of them will create, meaningful content for you. So there's plenty ways to do that.
Yeah. No, man, interesting. Very inspiring as well, to know that there's a platform for people to actually meet for specifically networking and giving business opportunities or receiving opportunities. It's a good platform.
Yeah, and Yobuningi just creates that platform.
So, Dezry, reading from a question here, I'm asking for a friend.
Okay.
Yeah. And they would like to know that are you Indian? If not, what is your relationship with the Indian community, or with being an Indian? Because I get these questions, and By the way, they say you're looking very pretty.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that. No, I've got no Indian relationship at all. I'm just looking Indian. I'm kidding.
She does not have any relationship. Indian relationship. Dezry, are you telling are you telling the truth?
I'm just like I'm just playing. So I'm married to an Indian man, very handsome, and I think sleeping next to him every day does give me a little bit of that glow.
Wow. Okay.
So I'm starting to look Indian.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, nice. I get the vitamin. So yeah, my husband is Indian, and I've got a Pedi background, and so the interesting thing about our culture is that when you get married, you then completely
wait, Dezry.
Yes.
Do you have a Pedi background or Mopedi na?
No, ke Mopedi.
Oh, so it's not just the background.
No, it's not just the background. I am originally Pedi. So when you get married as a woman from Pedi background, can I say that?
Sepedi
the
background.
Culture, Sepedi background. The culture insists that you change completely to your in-laws, religion, culture, and traditions. And so I have embodied that to respect my family, my maiden family, and to show that I was well bred and raised and taught. I have my cultural and roots instilled in me that I have to practice my in-laws' culture, tradition, and religion with utmost dedication. And that is not to impress them, is to basically show my maiden family that I'm well educated. Their lessons and their laws are well instilled in me. That is why I do Indian so well.
Hey, and you go in. You go in like someone would swear that you. But now your family, are they not scared that they've lost you? Like they've lost you to this new family that you do so well. Within their within their company or within their culture.
Yeah.
Because you are doing very well.
No, they're not scared.
You convinced us. You convinced everyone there. Like you are Indian, especially. Did you see how she dresses up? Like, yeah.
They're not scared. They're actually very proud because nothing makes Sepedi or Bapedi parents prouder than to see their daughter respectfully obeying their law and culture. Because it's my culture to do my husband's culture. You understand? So they know for a fact that I'm well representing them. Yes. I am not like one of those daughters-in-law gets there and I'm like, yeah, no. So na kim zetsisibile nga so ki chenchije kya Moria. I'm not going to be doing this whole entire temple.
I like it when she speaks Sepedi. You are so fluent in that.
Yeah, I'm fluent. I haven't lost. Sepedi is where I come from. So I can never lose it. It is well instilled in me. If you want me to be speaking Pedi fluently, you can ask me.
Yes. Nako hai ko ha karibua Sepedi. Nake Mosotho and Mewako hai, my wife. Ke Mopedi le ene like Mopedi twa. And but what I like about it is and you're quite right, what I like about Sepedi is the rooted culture. Like it's like your parents really are getting their pride from teaching you how to respect, how to be humble, how to be how to add value into the family that you get yourself into. So I have personally experienced that, with my wife, and she's so loving. And I've seen you, you are actually, you carry a lot of love with you, and you cherish the person that you are with.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful, man. It's wonderful how Bapedi or Sepedi is raising their children.
Yeah, Bapedi, you are correct.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's good. So now, how are you being received on the other side?
I am well received on the other side. I think being just a pure human being who've got no tendencies of racism, discrimination, and stuff like that. And I always say to people, I'm coming from the best province in South Africa. because we don't entertain negativity, we don't entertain xenophobia, we don't entertain racism. When the looting was happening, I was in Ethiopia, and I was getting a lot of applause that side because people owning shops in Limpopo had not experienced any looting.
Wow.
It was not allowed in my province. And that's because that's how we raised. Most petty people embrace other cultures. It's like the more you come from away from our culture, the more we embrace you. And that's how we raised. Like somebody comes from somewhere, we just want to teach them our ways. We want to treat them. We want to.
But Halina ready, me can't jive. Let's jive for my face. Like I don't know. The drums would be going this way, and you just go the other way. Can't jive. Let's jive for me.
I took my husband for the first time to the Petty Music Awards.
No.
You know what he said?
I like how you were. You can't dance. Like the very traditional dance, I can't say, do I move to that way or...
You know what he said? When they were performing on stage, eh? And the starting is sweet. And everybody comes at their own timing, right? The other one with the drum will kukudu. The other one just sweet. When they like, whenever it happens, it happens. And my husband's like, hold on. I think they too nervous. They didn't sing, eh?
Yeah, they don't sing. It's
I'm like, no, we clapping hands, we jamming to this thing.
But I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Paying attention to that.
Yeah.
It's actually nice. Like the rhythm that comes out of there, as offbeat as it is.
Yeah.
It sounds nice, ultimately because you see you look at the joy, you look at the faces, the excitement of, the people that are actually involved in it. Like, wow, these people are actually having fun.
I think actually.
Am I out of reading me?
No, man. This is maybe this is why we are like this. We are different from the entire country because we dance to our own tune. You understand?
Yeah.
We don't conform to all of this stuff, and we're nice people. We're positive people. There's no negativity or anything. So imagine that you're playing your own instrument. I'm playing my own. There's so much of liberation right there. You know what I'm saying? There's so much of liberation. There's no straight line order. And that's our personality. We don't have a straight line order. If you want to trap us and control us and everything, we're not gonna agree with that. We're gonna run away from you.
Kind of worrying. I don't know if I'm right. Bapedi abana khosh or
basically.
Yeah.
No,
something like that. Like you have your own way of.
And that's because we believe in the characteristics we have. It's so much of harmony, respect, love, unity, and so we don't feel that within that there needs to be any rules. We know that everybody.
But I must say, I mean, you are very lucky to come from the family that you come from, the tribe that you come from, and just the nation. It's beautiful, and also being accepted as well in a totally different group of people.
Yes.
Different native, and you are well received. You can see by the glow. You can see how you love being in the family of your husband.
Yeah.
It's not every time you see or you experience someone who is happy with where they are and who they are and where they come from and still where they are going. But you are very content. You sound very excited to be living your life the way you are living your life. And now, you are Miss Bold.
Yes.
Wow. It sounds like Miss South Africa, It sounds like Miss Bold.
It's a little bit too glamorous, isn't it? Okay, so Mrs. Bold, you know me, I've never done pageants before. No matter how much I've looked like a model my whole life, I've never done pageants.
We agree to that.
Yeah. I mean, I used to be better. I mean, you would know. But now, anyway, I've grown up, and Mrs. Bold is a pageantry that basically encourages women with household responsibilities to go out there and add value in their communities. And I love that because I've always been a humanitarian. And now that it's challenging for me to actually go out there and do as much as I can, it excites me that I won't just, cruise in and be like, when I have time, I'll just go to that disability care center and give something. Now it's like a race. It's like, this is what I love to do, and now I have to do it as much as possible because I'm competing with other ladies about bettering other people and making an impact.
What are you giving now, right, to the community?
Right at this moment, it brings up another ambassadorship. I'm an ambassador for Warriors with a Purpose. And with that, we are making a difference in the cancer world where people battling with cancer are supported by us. We are accumulating for Easter. We are accumulating Easter eggs and some donations to excite cancer patients with some Easter party. And then we are also collecting bras and donations for people with cancer, breast cancer particularly. And I mean, you've seen that I've compromised myself and I made an ad with just a bra for a Hindu wife.
Sure.
So I've contributed that I'm dedicating my life to making somebody else's life better. And that's because I have two breasts. But even if I had one and I was going through a cancer battle, I would still want somebody else to do that and inspire me to be confident and accept what the world has brought to me and learn why it has come to me and what do I have to do with it. Perhaps that's my way of bettering the world. Perhaps that's a spark that has to switch in me so I can be able to make a difference.
And how do we help for you guys to do that difference that you want to make, as a community? How do we assist in that?
I feel that as Maximum Stylez, you can help me by making a difference in other forms because I don't want to just, I think the world has got so much of suffering. So I need Maximum Stylez to come with me to the streets, to the Boulders gates. I'll tell you why. Just make sandwiches and drinks for these guys waiting outside to be picked up to fix gardens, to fix this, to fix that. They're standing there all day at the builder's gate. They want people to pick them up to come and do chores and nobody does that. And I'm sure they're starving all day. So if we could just make a difference every now and again and give them lunch and drink and water.
Hold on. I just want guys, are we on that? Are we taking the challenge? Are we taking the challenge, guys?
Yeah.
Are we going to do it?
Yeah. Come do it. Sam will film it.
So
He'll
we're
take all the
on.
Pictures. Yeah.
When are we starting with that?
We can start this weekend.
This weekend, let's just look at our schedule and then most definitely I think we are excited to do it and we will be giving back as well. We will also be supporting fully.
Yes, and one more thing that I want to give to Maximum Stylez while we're at it is, you see these kids dancing on the street?
Yeah.
I don't want us to give them money. I would like for us to give them energy to continue doing that. I don't know what their mission is and what their goal is, but also, children, you can't trust.
I always open the window and ask them, did you do your homework?
Yeah, you see.
Did you do your school homework? Why are you doing this? Why aren't you home so that your parents can send you or teach you to do other things than you being in the sun and just doing this dancing and it's not looking good on you. You are talented. Try to do something better with yourself. Yeah,
so
I always do that.
Let's give them water. Let's give them juice. Let's give them fruit and some bread to continue and to show them that they must make a difference in other people's lives that way. Because if we give them money, we can't trust that they will buy food. They can.
It's like drugs, encouraging them to go do drugs. Yeah.
So we have to encourage them in some way and give them a message. I don't like to hand out things, just give. I always make sure that the people I'm giving, I want them to make a difference like that in the future. So it's an education that we're instilling. And as Mrs. Bold, that's basically my face right now. I want to inspire the whole world to do better and make an impact in other people's lives so that we don't always depend on government for some kindness. There must be humanity that is promoted, humanity that is lived as a new lifestyle. The new cool, you know what I'm saying?
Well, Dezry, you are an inspiration and you motivate a lot of people. You motivate me. You keep me on my toes. And, I will continue hoping and praying that you become better and better and better every day because, your passion and your love is amazing. You are an amazing person. You don't just look pretty. You're not just a pretty face. Please don't stop doing good and, inspire us as well. There's a lot of young girls that would like to be like you. Absolutely. Don't stop being that good example because you've been good and you are very amazing, a young woman as well. And yeah, man, I applaud you for that. And Thank you so much for sharing the table with me, talking about you. And I feel blessed.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it, all your words. And I'm glad today we had to do a table about this because that will add so much of value in this business.
It should, and it will. Thank you.
Vanakkam, namaste.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's still me, the original Ragamuffin Pepsin, straight from the round table onto the stage. It still makes Mom Stylez Record Studios, and we are here still with the beautiful Kukhanya. Dezry Kay, ladies and gentlemen, she's going to be giving us a very, very sizzling performance right now, and I can't wait. Dezry Kay?
Yeah.
What are you doing for us right now?
I'm going to perform Iwedi Hello, which is the song I produced, made, and recorded in Ethiopia.
Oh, you produce as well?
Yeah.
Wow, you're making songs, eh?
Making moves, bro.
Oh, multitask. Multi-talented. All right, yeah. Let's see what you're going to do for us. And I'm hoping that you're going to be enjoying. I'm going to be enjoying myself. Watch me. Yeah. Below yaga ibeta kudu 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 kudu.
Antenya bemen kudu kundu.
Kudu kudu. I love that. Yeah, man, that was late. There was Dezry Kay with the track called
Iwedi Hello.
Why was it kudu kudu?
I love you.
Why was it kudu kudu?
Yeah,
it sounds nice if you said kudu kudu.
Yeah, it could be that. But I mean, remember kudu kudu is appealing here. And the song was done there.
Okay.
So when you get there,
I'll forgive you for that. It's fine. Ladies and gentlemen, Dezry Kay, the beautiful Koshi Khadi, and we are signing out. Beautiful performance.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
very much.